2 months after a student-led pro-Palestinian encampment was cleared away from the University of Toronto, many of those protesters returned today. Dozens gathered in King's College Circle, equipped with the same demands for the school. Greg Ross was there and has more.
Palestine will live forever.
Palestine will live forever.
Just like they did for more than 60 days earlier this year, protesters gathered at the University of Toronto demanding the school take action against the war in Gaza.
So the plan is to continue to keep up the pressure and ensure that U of T commits to divesting from weapons manufacturers and companies complicit in Israeli apartheid.
It's the same demand made by protesters who set up an encampment that took over King's College Circle for 63 days. Back then, the school denied having investments in companies that produce weapons. Protesters say they likely won't start an encampment again, but they still plan to ensure their voices are heard.
We're going to be here the entire year, and we're going to continue to call for our demands so long as it takes for President Gertler and the administration to implement them. We will continue to show up in whatever way we deem, and in whatever way we choose, in whatever way we feel is powerful and ensures that U of T gets the message that we're not going anywhere and that we are going to continue to demand divestment.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Many in Toronto's Jewish community say they are concerned about some of the messages coming from these protests. They say students have raised safety concerns on campus.
It is an anti-Semitic rally because, as I said, there is a definition of anti-Semitism, and they have utilized every trope in the book just while we've stood here.
We want them to be keeping Jewish students safe. We want them to take Jewish students' concerns seriously. We want to make sure that people are educated about anti-Semitism.
A spokesperson for the university said, while the U of T welcomes vigorous debate and protest, the school has robust community safety resources to ensure a safe campus experience for all community members. The school also pointed to long-standing policies surrounding protests on campus.
It's an Orwellian farce. It's absolutely draconian. The university is trying to ban chalk, tents, structures, megaphones, paint, markers. These are all indispensable tools for protesting. They're part of our fundamental right for free speech.
We're hopeful that this year they will actually enforce their policies, because we recognize that harassment, whether it's anti-Semitic or it's any other type of harassment of a student, is not acceptable.
Wall by wall!
The school says it is prepared to enforce guidelines if protesters defy a court injunction prohibiting them from occupying school property overnight. Greg Ross, CBC News, Toronto.